to buy more from you more often. Today I'm going to teach you a simple but powerful sales technique that's been proven to work in my various companies. It is very simple, something that you can apply today. It has nothing to do with gimmicks. It has nothing to do with your sales script. It has to do with your offer. What are some of the simple things that you can tweak within your offer that you can convince your customers to buy more from you? And that strategy is called the 3 boxes. Now, I want you to think about this. When you are selling your product or service, that you have one choice, you have one option. When someone looks at your offer, all they could think, all the consumers can think is, do I want to buy this or do I not want to buy this? So it is a yes or no response. So now they're thinking, okay, can I afford this? Do I have the budget for this? They are focusing on price. Now, however, if you give them 2 choices, such as like an A and a B, like this. I want you to think back, remember when you go to movie theaters, long time ago, right? They give you 2 choices. They have the large pop and then they have the small pop. When you want to buy a soda, 2 choices. And what most people do is when you give them 2 choices, 80% go for the small and 20% go for the large. Why? Because most people like to play safe and they like to pick the ones that they could save money on. So it's A and B. Good. Now when you give them A and B, these 2 choices, the consumer, your customer, they're not so focusing on, okay, do I want to buy this or do I not want to buy it? They're thinking, which one do I want to buy? But then later on, the movie theater, they introduce a 3rd choice, which is this, right? That's the 3 boxes. And here's how the strategy works. Suddenly, they have the small soda. They have the regular, which used to be the old large, which now they call it the regular. Because large feels like, oh, it's too much. Oh, regular, that makes sense. They just changed the name. It used to be large. Regular, and then they have what? The jumbo size pop. That's like this big. Right? That you can never ever finish, even with your kids. So you have the 3 choices. And here's how it works. They offer you the small, they offer you something in the middle, they give you something that's like jumbo size. So when you do this, suddenly there's like what I call contrast pricing. So what you do is this. When you offer your products and services, you want to make the biggest offer, the ultimate super duper offer that is so outrageous that knowing most people will not go for this. Knowing that. And then you want to make your small offer like so wimpy. Right? You want to make it so like average. You don't like it that much. But you want to make the middle one very, very compelling. Knowing you actually want people to buy this one. That's the one you want to buy. So what happens is the movie theater, they introduce this concept. 20% who really like soda, they go for the big jumbo 20%, right? And then you have 60% go for the middle, and then you have 20% that go for the small. And then later on, they actually introduce their kind of the kid size. Now, what I believe when you are making an offer, 2 choices, it's good. 3 choices are the best. Now, when you offer them 4 choices, I believe it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too confusing. But when you give them this and you make the middle one, this is the one you want to sell. You make this as compelling as possible. Let me give you another example. I want you to think about you are taking your car to a car wash. They use this technique where you have, they would like kind of shampoo the exterior of your car. Let's say for $15. That's it. Like a simple shampoo, that's it. Or if you want a shampoo outside your car and they add some new, chemical, whatever, right? Add some new shine. And also they will vacuum your interior for $25. So you're thinking, well, 15 bucks. Well, for 10 bucks more, I can, also, my car interior is a little bit dirty. Okay, I'll take that. And then they have the super detailing wax, like $200. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna go for that $200. That's just too crazy. But I'm not gonna be a cheap ass. I'm gonna go for one in the middle. That's the one they want to sell you. So you can easily do this for your business. So I want you to create 3 boxes. The small one, very, very small, very wimpy. You can even think about silver, gold, platinum. You've heard of those terms before? Silver, gold, and platinum for some kind of membership. They do that too. Wow. And this, I want you to make it as expensive, as luxurious as possible for the big one. Knowing most people will not go for this, but here's what's very interesting. At any given time, 5, 10, even as much as 20% of your marketplace, they will want the best, right? Give me the biggest, best thing that you have. That's good. Huge profit margin. But knowing you're not counting this to sell, right? This one, you're like, this is really for the cheap customer. You want the majority, the 60%, 80% to buy this one. So what you can do is, let's say the list of features and benefits, let's say this offer, you have 10 things, okay? This, you might have it like 2 things. But this, you give it 7 things. This gets the most value when customer buys this. And you offer them the one in the middle. This is called contrast pricing. This is a decoy. You're not counting to sell, this is simply a decoy. There you go. That's the strategy of 3 boxes. Very simple. You see, selling is about choice. Marketing is about giving your customer choices. Not too many, not too little, just the right